Hello everyone and welcome to the Modern Day Gamer. In today's video I am just basically going to show you some gameplay of me and my little brother and a buddy of mine and his that while we're playing Monster Hunter World, because I'm fairly new to it and this is a gaming channel, so I am going to uh, kind of give some tips about Monster Hunter World that I've learned. Um, as soon as you can, especially if you have friends that are higher levels, play with those friends. They'll definitely help you out. They'll help you learn the game. They'll let you know like what's going on, how to do things, how to kill things, how to hit things, what combos to use, what weapon to use, what armors to farm, all that kind of stuff. And um, they really kind of teach me throughout this gameplay. I'm by myself for the first part, trying to beat this little monster thing, and then through the rest of it, I am playing with them. I'm talking to them in a party, and yeah, I mean it's actually kind of hard uh, at first for me to come through and find this monster. But the biggest thing is that I found that it's a tip for beginners is you can open your map up and you can actually mark the monster so that you can find it. Uh, that's not the monster I'm hunting. That thing actually destroys me later on in the game. And then you can see my little brother right there. Um, he is chasing this monster around with me, and that's the biggest tip I can give you is play with some higher level players. He's a high level player. He's very good. Also, collect data. Just because they're showing you where the monster is doesn't mean that you can't collect the data from the monster as well. It helps you kind of track monsters easier later on in the game. Um, and don't forget to kind of play a different role than the other people in your group with your weapon. So if you're playing with a group of people, you want to make sure that you kind of have someone who does a ton of damage, someone who's a little bit farther back, someone who's going to mount the dragon or monster that you're hunting and knock it down. Which these are all tips and stuff that they've given me, as I am a lower level player, and I do only play with them. And then you can see our buddy Kyle over here. He's taking this thing on, and I actually mount it immediately because that's kind of my job here, and attack it. I'm not doing a lot of damage, as you can see, because I'm super low level. But overall, I'm having a good time playing with them. I had a good time playing with them. I have a good time playing with them. They are really, really good, really high level players, and I enjoy playing with them. And I knock the monster down for them so they can do huge damage here. And we actually end up getting three different monsters uh, coming after us, and the other two monsters kind of gang up on me and kill me. So I have to start over. So they end up capturing this monster for me. You can see the like T-Rex thing, uh, and we're fighting a pukey. I guess it's a chicken or whatever. And this T-Rex thing is like attacking us as well as me trying to hit this monster, which I'm not doing a very good job at. And when I am hitting him, I'm hitting him for super low damage. But Kyle is using a high level weapon, and he's dealing like 100 damage. And then you can see the Great Jargus there, also attacking, and I end up just dying. Like I try to heal myself up with some potions. I try to carve out this right here. He chomps me. Bam! I'm almost dead. I'm running around just trying to figure things out. And that's another thing. Don't be afraid to run out of battle, and um, always use your evade. Like don't be afraid to evade different attacks from monsters. Like right there, I was trying to carve and I was not able to evade. I probably could have healed myself up, waited until that monster went away, and then now I have to go back through um, from this campsite and hunt this, try to find Zach and Kyle again, and it's actually almost impossible for me because I have no idea where to go. So I'm just kind of collecting stuff here. Um, And collect as much as you can. Every time you see something, if you're not hunting a monster and you're just out kind of exploring, collect everything. Everything you see that it says you can collect, collect it, because it's not going to hurt you in the long run. It's actually going to uh, make it easier for you to um, build weapons. Especially if you find a mining outcrop, you want to um, find it and just go, and uh, get everything from it, because iron is really important in this game, and so is all the other valuable materials. See, there's the Great Jargus there, and he like messes me up again. Um, and don't be afraid to run away from monsters either, because they are kind of hard to fight on your own. The Great Jargus isn't, but other monsters are. But I end up running around, looking, finding stuff, kind of exploring the map, figuring out different ways to different places. As Zach and Kyle already know everything about the game, and I don't. It's really hard for me to actually come through and get the game down, because as you can see from the map, it's so twisty, and there's so many different pathways and different ways to get different places that I can't even find my way to Zach and Kyle until they've uh, almost got the monster captured, and then they actually do capture it almost immediately once I show up. Um, and you could see, this is a 10-minute video, and I spend 4 or 5 minutes of it just running around trying to find them, figure out where they're at. And I run in circles for a second. I encounter the Great Jargus a couple times, and I try to get away. Um, and it just ended up not being a very good hunt for me. I ended up doing more on a different hunt. See, it wants me to jump down here, so I jump down, and there's a mining outcrop, and I'm like, oh, mining outcrop, make sure I get that. I don't understand how the scout flies work. They want me to go back up, and then so I jump back down and go around and try to find all these different ways to go through. But as a new level player, the best thing I can suggest for a tip for kind of finding everything is setting waypoints and then figuring out ways to get. So you want to figure out how to get from each section, because the map is like, it's not straight. It's not straight up and down north south. It's east west map. So when you look at it, you're going east and west in the map, and it's really kind of confusing for people who are used to reading maps north to south. So if you just go through and figure out kind of what um, you need to do and where you need to go and stuff, just by yourself without going on a hunt or anything, you just embark somewhere and go out into the wilderness and go fight uh, monsters if you want, but also explore and survey the land, especially right after a hunt. Instead of going back after the expedition, maybe stay there for a minute. See, look, I see them, and then they capture it. It's like, wow. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a very interesting way to uh, figure out the map, is to just run around and explore, figure out how to get where, and um, any shortcuts you may have. Maybe if you need to go from zone 2 to zone 12, there's a shortcut you can take that only takes you through one other zone, and you can be in zone 12 super easy. I don't really know. Um, Also, never sell all your items at the end of the hunt, which I did not know really how, like, that I was keeping the items. I thought I was selling them, but I wasn't. But never sell them after the hunt, because the hunt is really, really important. And all the items that you get from the hunt are really extraordinarily important. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope some of these tips helped any beginner players like myself, and just like watching this gameplay to show you like I am truly a beginner, and these are tips that my higher level friends and stuff have given me to help me get through the game faster. And always group up with your friends. It makes the game 10 times better than it really is. And if this is your first time watching, go ahead and give it a like. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. And I thank you for everybody who does watch this video. So peace.